Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EcoFeminism. Today I have a young and motivated lady who comes from Brussels, Edith Parton. Welcome to EcoFeminism.
Thank you, Manel, for the invitation.
You're welcome. So Edith Parton is Vice President of JCI and the project leader of the project Young 10 Activists or 10 Outstanding Young People in Belgium. Can you explain this project to our audience, please?
Yes, I just finished my presidency at JCI, the Heart of Europe in Brussels. It was an intense time. And I looked for a bit of rest, but the national chapter came to me and asked me if I want to help in the national project, TOYP. That means 10 most outstanding people. Mm-hmm. This project is a project which is done worldwide, and we are searching for the 10 most outstanding people in Belgium from the whole area.
Okay, so TOYP is looking for, as you said, the most outstanding people in Belgium in terms of activism and gender equality, climate change, reporting, being a reporter, blogger, writer, whatsoever. So what are the criteria of this selection, and what is the objective behind this selection?
Yeah, we want to show and to be great, show our gratefulness to all these young people. One of the criteria is to be between 18 and 40 years old, as our voluntary organization JCI. We have a limited age between 18 and 40. And we are searching now for these people, but they don't need to be really JCI members. They can be from everywhere in Belgium. They need to have to concentrate a lot of time to these voluntary activities to create this consciousness around the people to make the world better. So we really search them to thank them and to have the possibility to give them a prize.
Okay, so it's a kind of reward, it's a kind of encouragement to these young people in Belgium who are really committed to making better projects and doing better things for a better society. So why did you get this idea of launching JCI, first of all? So you said that JCI is a kind of international brand or an international network, so it exists in so many countries in the world, and there is a JCI Belgium or JCI version in Belgium. So how did you get this idea to launch this project in Belgium, and why?
We launched this project already last year once, and we had a great winner in Belgium. Mm-hmm. He worked with handicapped people, and we were really happy that we could promote him on world level. This year we are really searching for the next one, because we really want to show that we have great people in Belgium, and these people we want to bring on the world level to show that Belgians has great qualities.
Okay, so in international levels we have so many young people, outstanding young people, very active in different fields, especially in climate change. Certainly you have heard about Martinez, the youngest climate change defender who wanted to sue Trump, or Muniba Mazari, a very motivated young lady who is fighting against terrorism and fighting for gender equality in Pakistan. Or there are so many, or Malala, or there are so many good examples actually in the world who are committed to many causes like gender equality, like climate change, like fighting against extremism, fighting against discrimination towards handicapped people, racism, whatsoever. So why is it important to launch JCI in Belgium, particularly in Brussels? Because Brussels is the capital of Europe, and there are so many outstanding and very intelligent and smart young people here in Brussels. So why do you insist on putting this competition here in Brussels?
In Brussels especially, we have really outstanding people. Only in my surroundings there are more than hundreds. Everybody are coming together.
So the competition is rude.
Oh yes,
yeah.
There are so many great, inspirational people around us. Especially if we are active, then we are meeting much more of them. And it's incredible what the people create from their inspiration and their creative energy.
Okay, so do you think that Brussels is a good area for launching international projects and organizations? That's why we have a lot of multitude of young people involved in such projects.
We have a lot of voluntary organization. I didn't know about it. We went last time to a main voluntary event, and there we found more than 100 voluntary groups. It was incredible what people can make through this voluntary energy, especially if they have not, they don't find their aim in what they are doing, perhaps during the day, or they are bored. So it's really good to follow this kind of activity, to stay motivated and create positive energy.
Okay, can you give us some examples of organizations here in Brussels that are very active and involved in the criteria of your project or of your selection?
You mean other voluntary organizations?
Yeah.
For example, we have a lot of people who are helping the, how do we say?
Refugees?
Refugees.
Yeah.
Refugees, there were a lot done in this area. Political area, we have a lot of young people too, young MR. I spoke to them,
yeah,
you know
liberals.
them really well.
Yeah.
But all these volunteer organizations like Rotary or
yeah.
Kiwanis, they have a lot to do and want to help people in the surroundings.
Yeah. So the projects that are launched by young people, especially in Brussels and in Belgium, are destined to influence the
society.
Yes, the society and the public opinion, and sometimes to put I mean, a kind of pressure on politicians, for instance, to take certain measures and to see young people involved and committed to certain causes. So do you think that it's important nowadays to have these youth organizations in Brussels? Do you think that youth organizations are capable of putting pressure on politicians and on this decision-making people?
Yes, for sure, because I'm in the European Union, I'm an event manager, and I'm speaking a lot with politicians, and they are negotiating and they are giving the rules, but we are on the ground and we are doing the steps that what we wish will happen.
Okay. You as a young lady, as a committed person, do you think that there is a problem in gender equality in terms of youth activism and in terms of politics? Being involved in politics, being involved in civil society groups or organizations, NGOs. Do you think as a lady it is a difficult task here in Belgium or in Brussels to be a young lady fighting for a special cause and bringing to the table or negotiating with men and women?
I think it depends of the personality. In our voluntary organization, it's not a problem. We had already a board which were we had only women.
Yeah.
Then there were boards only men. In the political area, I see there's a lot of change. They try to mix the podiums with gender equality. I see already a lot happening, and the young girls especially, they are already doing a lot that this will change, and I think in 10 years we will see great results.
Balanced, yeah, gender balanced society. What about these influence, I mean, in terms of other countries? Because I suppose that you're working, you said that you traveled a lot with JCI, you moved to so many countries, and I suppose that gender equality is agenda is different from one country to another, and if you go to Africa or Asia or Latin America, whatsoever, you have so many countries in which women are suffering from inequality and gender imbalance. So how can you bring with JCI, with young people, with young organization, can you bring this topic to the table and try to convince young people and girls in this area to fight for equality and justice?
I think we need to be always an example for others, and if they see you acting, they will follow you. They need to see that it's a good thing to be ourselves and to be a real woman without restrictions.
Okay, so just being yourself and trying to influence people by showing the example that you are free, you are doing things, and you are working on yourself and working on a better society, and you think that it's
they need
fair
to
enough.
See that it's possible to have another life. They need to see that we can be really happy to be who we are, and with all the rights we have.
Okay, so you spoke about happiness, which is very, I mean, very interesting topic, because nowadays we are, most of the time we are focused on so many things. We are focused on career and success and money, especially young people, and getting jobs and etc. But we don't focus really on happiness. How do you teach through this organization young people to look for happiness, for well-being, more than looking for, I mean, getting jobs and careers and success? How do you focus on that especially?
So I think happiness we can get only if we can give to other people. Before we can get something, we need to give, and when we share with other people, automatically happiness will come, and this is a really good feeling, I think, and this we teach also to all the young people.
Okay, so you said that you are an event manager in your day job, and you are volunteering for JCI. Can you speak about your experience as an event manager in the European institutions, and how this experience helped you in volunteering, because you learned a lot from your job, and then you decided to create events yourself, so you are creating your own project. How did you get this idea to create your own project and volunteer? I mean, after getting the knowledge from your job and meeting so many outstanding people.
Yeah, first of all, I needed to learn how my job is going, and it is really a good feeling to be with a lot of people. I meet every day 100 people, 150 people, and as I'm already social, this is the best job ever. But the voluntary work changed me also as well. It changed me in the way that I could bring everything I learned in the voluntary world to my job as well, and I could grow and be more creative, bring the inspirational world into the life of the European events, and naturally it gives another level of being with people and enjoy the time we have.
Okay, you as a young European, what are the expectations that you, I mean, that you are waiting for from Europe, from United Europe? You as a young person who traveled, who studied in Europe, who acknowledged so many things, or I mean, learned so many things from European Union. So, what is the relationship that you have with the European Union, with European people, with this continent? Do you think that it's important to continue on the European dream, or do you think that it's only a kind of an illusion?
No, it's not an illusion. European Union is great. It has brought peace in our life, and we should never forget that we have peace. In other countries, it's not the case. We need to hear more what outside of Europe is telling about, and a lot of politicians are already going to all people to hear what they wish. And if you have a question, you can always go to a politician to give your inspiration. They will hear you.
Okay. Do you think that after the Brexit, so many young people were disillusionary about the European dream, or do you think that Europe can also continue after the Brexit?
Yeah, everything is happening for cause. I think even if there was a Brexit, we can be strong together. We can believe on a common part of the world, and we can be strong together. It's not a question. We need to stay positive.
Okay, so the message is being stronger together.
Yes, as well to believe again on Europe, because don't forget the positive sides of it.
Okay. What about your dream as a young lady, as a project leader, as a volunteer person, as a convinced European? What is your dream?
My dream is to bring a little bit more happiness in my life and the people around me. We can do only this, but if everybody are doing for his part of life the same, I think it can bring much more happiness in the life of others.
Okay, do you think that it's possible nowadays to change things, especially on education, because you said that you are interested also in education, and you think that we can change so many things in education in terms of European curriculum, and we can have something in common in terms of culture and history in Europe, and show that European people and European identity and European culture is possible to mix together, but also is possible to have a unique and unified identity.
Yes, you spoke now about education. I want to start with it. As I was coach next to my job as well, okay. I think that the young people needs to get much more influence from the T-shirts in a positive way. That they get coaching in a young age. A lot of young people don't get it. They really want somebody who motivates them. They never get one sentence of positive thinkings, that they can do it, that they are intelligent, instead of saying they're not intelligent. It will bring a lot more success than the other way. So I really recommend to all teachers and parents to give them positive sentence to their children and also to their students.
Okay, so you believe that education plays an important role in making better society in Europe, and coaching, as you were a coach as well, is a very important job to do, because young people always need people who motivate them and coaching them, and I think that you are doing the same job with your organization. Do you think in some instances young people lack a lot of, not really a lot of, but a little bit of confidence, and they have moments of hesitation, and uncertainty or fear? Is it because we are living in crisis and we are living in uncertainty and fear?
I think it's coming already from from the time you were younger, the influences you had from parents, from your surroundings and so on. We should also not always believe the meaning of the crowds and believe on our own meaning. That's the most important, I think.
Okay. What about, I mean, having a kind of coaching sessions, or I don't know, a kind of trainings, let's say trainings in your organization or any youth organization? Do you recommend these kind of trainings to young people and coaching? Because coaching is a big word. We can have coaching, and you can have business coaching, we have career coaching, we have confidence or psychological coaching. So there are so many types of coaching. Which kind of coaching do you recommend to young people, and why?
I think all coachings are good. We need to find only the way we want to be coached, or we can even read books. The most important is to do it regularly, every 6 months, something in a kind, to go to a workshop, to go to a coach, to go to somebody who can teach us, even a friend who is positive, going to change your surroundings, to go to positive people. This can change a lot in your life. That's
okay.
What I think.
Thank you. Do you want to add something, or any, I don't know, any piece of advice or any recommendation, any motto that helped you, Edith, to come to what you have achieved today as a young lady working in European institutions, very active at an international and European level? So what is the piece of advice can you give to young people and young ladies?
My advice is believe in yourself, surround yourself with positive people, and go ahead. Don't stop if you doubt about yourself.
Okay, thank you very much. It's a very good advice. Let me remind you that JCI competition takes place in. Can you give us some? Some practical information just to tell people about this event, this special event, and invite them to vote. Yes.
Yes. Go on our JCI Belgium website. There you will find our project TOYP, 10 Outstanding Young People. You will find all criteria, the formulas, and we would be really happy. You will give us your application. Please do it.
Okay, thank you very much. So let us end up this beautiful conversation with a note of hope, as you said, coaching young people, believing in yourself, being happy, surrounding yourself with positive people. This is the advice that Edith is giving to you. Thank you, Edith, for coming to EcoFeminism. We wish you a lot of success and a lot of new projects this year, and we hope that JCI becomes international next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you next week. Bye.